Right, Captain Naveen Singhal, thank you for joining us with your valuable insights. On that note, viewers, we'll slip into a short break, but we'll be right back with more news and updates on the other side. Stay tuned. Viewers, in a significant development in the Kalaichak unrest case, West Bengal CID has arrested advocate Mufakarul Islam from Bagdogra airport while he was allegedly attempting to flee. Now, he is being seen as the alleged mastermind behind the Malda violence. Mufakarul Islam had earlier contested the 2021 assembly elections from Itahar on an AIMIM ticket. News9 has accessed those documents. Sources indicate that he is being linked to the April 1st Kalaichak incident, where a massive protest turned volatile outside a block development office in Malda. And during the unrest, 7 judicial officers, including 3 women, were held hostage for nearly 9 hours, raising serious concerns over law and order. The protests were triggered by widespread anger over the deletion of names from electoral rolls during the special intensive revision process, and many villagers even claimed they were legitimate voters who had been unfairly removed. With investigations now underway, authorities are probing the larger network behind the incident as political tensions continue in the region.
অ্যারেস্ট হলাম বাগডোগরা এয়ারপোর্ট থেকে। ডি ভোটার ডিলিট হয়ে গেছিল, তার প্রতিবাদের ওইখানে ছিলাম বলে অ্যারেস্ট হলাম বাগডোগরা এয়ারপোর্ট থেকে। অ্যারেস্ট হলাম বাগডোগরা এয়ারপোর্ট থেকে। ডি ভোটার ডিলিট হয়ে গেছিল, তার প্রতিবাদের ওইখানে ছিলাম বলে অ্যারেস্ট হলাম বাগডোগরা এয়ারপোর্ট থেকে। অ্যারেস্ট হলাম বাগডোগরা এয়ারপোর্ট থেকে।
Meanwhile, Malda ADG North Bengal K. Jayaraman has said that they're looking at Mufakarul Islam as the main instigator for the violence. Let's listen into the top cop.
We have detained Mufakarul Islam, who is considered to be main instigator of the violent incident that happened in various police station areas in Malda. Mufakarul Islam was the main instigator. Probably he is an advocate. He is resident of Itahar police station in Raiganj police district, and he is a voter there. So he was found instigating people. The video also went viral. So we were tracking him. We have requested CID, and CID, with the help of Siliguri police, have detained that person, Mufakarul Islam, in the Bagdogra airport, along with another person, Akramul Bagani, who were actually going in the motorcycle. So we have detained them. They will be brought to this Malda district. He is fair named in many cases in this one, Kalaichak police station cases. We will take up investigation further.
जो हुआ है चिंताजनक, लेकिन मैं देख रहा हूं बंगाल को एक बहुत हिंसक चुनाव की तरफ ले जाया जा रहा है। और चुनाव अगर इस तरह की चीज़ों में तब्दील होता है तो हमारे देश के बड़े ओहदेदार लोगों को आईना देखने की ज़रूरत है। इलेक्शन कमीशन तो बिल्कुल जिस तरह का बिहेवियर है वो अपने आप में चिंता का विषय है। इम्पीचमेंट के लिए मोशन पेंडिंग है, पता नहीं फैसला कब होगा, कौन करेगा। नंबर 1, ईडी, आईटी, सीबीआई पहले से ही उनके पाले में थी, अब नई एंट्री भी हुई है। बस एक हाथ जोड़ के आग्रह करूंगा कि देश में चुनाव हर 5 बरस पे होंगे, लेकिन देश में जो क्षति होगी सौहार्द की, उसकी भरपाई नहीं होती है।
My colleague Sabyasachi is joining me live from the newsroom. Sabyasachi, a very good afternoon to you. Tell us more about the role that was played by Mufakarul Islam as far as the violence is concerned in Malda.
Well, Deepak, Mufakarul, who has been arrested today by the CID West Bengal along with the Siliguri police. Now they have brought him back to Malda from Bagdogra airport where he was trying to flee. He will be handed over to the NIA team, who's also en route to Malda, and the team will be led by a DIG level officer. Now, what we are learning from the agency sources is that at the beginning there's going to be preliminary investigation, and based on the preliminary investigation, the NIA will file a formal case. Now, several videos of Mufakarul Islam were going viral in social media. In fact, he was seen standing right outside the BDO office in Block 2 of Kalia Chowk, where the 7 judicial officers were held hostage. Now, in these videos, it could be seen that Mufakarul Islam was giving an insightful speech. In fact, he was also urging the protesters to not leave the spot. In fact, today also, while he was taken away from the Bagdogra airport, he told that the protest will continue. In fact, also what we are learning from the West Bengal police sources is that they think that Mufakarul Islam is the main conspirator and the main mastermind behind the Malda violence, and in total till now 35 have been arrested by the West Bengal police. 19 FIRs has been registered, Deepak, and out of which 3 FIRs has been registered against Mufakarul Islam. So it's a matter of investigation, and he has denied the charges that has been leveled against him. In fact, the affidavit also that News9 has exclusively accessed, in that affidavit also it showed that Mufakarul Islam has been active as far as politics is concerned. He also fought the 2021 West Bengal polls from the Itehar seat on this, and the seat was given by AIMIM. So clearly at this particular time, Deepak, the war of words is also continuously escalating between the political parties. Meanwhile, the West Bengal police till now have arrested 35 people in total.
Also, Sabyasachi, tell us about the credit war that has broken out, because Mamata Banerjee has come out and said that it is not the central agencies that arrested Mufakarul Islam. It was the CID and the Siliguri police, like you were mentioning. Tell us more about the credit war.
Well, Deepak, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee said that Mufakarul Islam was arrested by the CID, but Deepak, we also need to understand that there has been lapses. If there was no lapses, the Supreme Court wouldn't have directed the ECI to give up the case to an independent agency in this regard. There has been communication gap. In fact, Deepak, if you look at the timeline, the complaint was given by the judicial officers at around 3:30 p.m. In the afternoon, and at around 1 a.m. in the midnight is the time when they were rescued. So there has been communication gap, in fact, respond. And that is the reason why, Deepak, the Supreme Court clearly said that the protest and by holding hostage to the judicial officers is a direct challenge to the judicial system of the country, and that is the reason why the agencies are on the ground to investigate the case.
Right, Sabyasachi, thank you for joining me with those details. Well, on one side, Mamata Banerjee claims credit for the arrest of Mufakarul Islam, but on the other hand, questions are mounting as far as the lapses are concerned. Why did the incident take place in the first place? And these are some of the questions that Mamata Banerjee will have to answer. And meanwhile, the Election Commission has handed over the investigation into the case of Gherauing 7 judicial officers in West Bengal's Malda to the National Investigation Agency. Following a Supreme Court order, the CEC transferred the probe to the NIA, and it has reached Kolkata. This comes after 7 judicial officers, including 3 women, were held hostage by villagers in Malda on April 1st. The National Investigation Agency has registered a preliminary inquiry into the Malda Violence Case, and this case hearing will happen on April 6th, with the concerned officials directed to appear virtually. Earlier, the Supreme Court had in fact described the incident as a brazen and deliberate attempt to obstruct the administration of justice. A bench headed by Chief Justice Suryakant expressed concern that despite prior intimation, the state authorities failed to provide prompt protection, leaving the officers without food or water for hours together. And the court also issued show cause notices to senior state officials, including the Chief Secretary, Home Secretary, and the DGP, asking them to explain their inaction. It directed the Election Commission as well to requisite and deploy adequate central forces to ensure the safety of judicial officers and also to ensure the smooth conduct of SIR adjudication process. The bench also mandated strict security measures at all venues, restricted public entry, ordered an immediate assessment of threat perceptions to the officers and their families, and required compliance reports. It asked senior officials to be present virtually at the hearing.
ডিলিট হয়ে যাওয়া ভোটার যতক্ষণ না উঠছে বৈধ ভোটার আন্দোলন চলবে। তোমার